Well, this is my first impression of the Benjamin Marauder 22 caliber pre-charged pneumatic air rifle. It operates at a maximum of 3,000 psi, but it can be adjusted for different velocities. It also features a two-stage adjustable trigger, hardware stock with adjustable comb, and it comes with these nice 10-shot auto-indexing clips. So when I first attempted to load this, I was kind of confounded on how to get the pellets in there, and it's actually quite simple. So if anyone else out there is as challenged as I am, I'm going to show you how this works. So this little cover is spring loaded, and there's a little detent here that closes it, and you'll see the arrow going clockwise. So you just kind of push it off the detent, follow the arrow around clockwise, and then the detent will stop it right here where you see the open hole, and that's your first pellet. So on the first pellet, you need to actually put your finger behind there to keep it from dropping all the way through. So once you've loaded that first pellet, you just follow this around and load the other 9 pellets. And when you get back, you just click it on the detent, and it's actually ready to go. It's actually quite easy and quite simple once you do it a few times. So this is a box stock Marauder, with the exception of adding a scope, and I found it's very quiet, operates very smooth, but it is a bit on the heavy side at just over 8 pounds without the scope on it. The title is a little deceiving, the first 100 shots. The Marauder does not come with any sight, so you need to get a scope, and then you have to mount it and sight it in, and of course you've got to shoot a few cans with it. But the thought was being that I would charge the gun up to its maximum 3,000 psi, and then I would shoot it until I see the pellets starting to drop off. So we've actually I have no chronograph, so I don't have any way of telling what the feet per second is on these shots, and I'm just kind of relying on the gauge that actually is on the bottom of the gun as far as PSI goes. So it's not a scientific test. It's just kind of a quick first look to see what we can get out of a full charge. And pellets were just shooting off the shelf Crosman Premier domed 14.3 grain pellets you can get at any Walmart. So we're not sorting any pellets, we're just loading them as they come out of the tin, and we'll see what we get. After the first 50 shots, the gauge on the gun still shows over 2,000 psi. So we're going to keep shooting and see how far we can go before we get appreciable drop. So you're also going to need to find a way to charge your air rifle. I chose the Hill hand pump. Now, if you're trying to pump this thing up from empty, it can be quite a workout, but once you find your sweet spot and you shoot maybe 30-40 rounds and pump it back up, it's not really that big of a deal. So the target here is a 3-inch spot that was placed out at a measured 50 yards. And there was a slight random breeze blowing maybe 3 to 5 miles an hour. I was totally amazed with this particular air rifle that the shots didn't drop off until shot 100. I mean, your mileage may vary, but I was quite impressed with this Marauder.